In a land where the stars hung low and the moonlit rivers whispered secrets, magic was not just a myth. It was woven into the fabric of daily life. Villages thrived under the protection of ancient enchantments, and travelers told tales of distant lands where dragons soared and forests spoke. In the small village of Starhaven, a curious girl named Mira lived in a cottage at the edge of town. Mira had always been fascinated by magic, but unlike the other villagers, she didn't fear it. While the townsfolk avoided the eerie woods and steered clear of the towering mountains, Mira dreamed of adventure. Her grandmother, a wise woman with twinkling eyes, often told her stories of the Lightkeeper's Tower, a mysterious place where the last great magician kept the world in balance. The Lightkeeper's magic keeps the darkness at bay, her grandmother would say. But if the light ever falters, the world will fall into shadow. Mira couldn't help but wonder, what would it be like to visit the tower? One fateful evening, as Mira sat on the hilltop overlooking the valley, the stars above began to dim. One by one, they flickered out, leaving the sky darker than it had ever been. A chill ran through the air, and the villagers murmured in fear. "It's the light," her grandmother whispered. "It's failing." Mira's heart raced. She had to do something. Without hesitation, she packed her satchel with bread, water, and her grandmother's star-shaped pendant, said to hold a spark of ancient magic. "I'm going to the Lightkeeper's Tower," Mira declared. Her grandmother tried to protest, but Mira was already on her way. The journey was treacherous. Mira crossed rivers that shimmered with moonlight and climbed cliffs that seemed to touch the sky. Along the way, she encountered challenges that tested her courage. In the whispering woods, she faced a shadowy figure that tried to steal her light. "You cannot pass without offering something precious," it hissed. Mira clutched her grandmother's pendant. It was her most cherished possession, but she knew she had to let it go. "Take this," she said. The shadow accepted the pendant and vanished, clearing her path. In the frozen pass, she braved icy winds and an avalanche, guided only by her determination and the faint glow of her heart. At last, Mira reached the Lightkeeper's Tower. It was a spiraling structure of silver and glass, glowing faintly in the fading starlight. Inside, she found the Lightkeeper, an old man with eyes like molten gold and robes that shimmered like the aurora. "You've come far, child," he said, his voice both weary and kind. "Why have you sought me?" "The light is failing," Mira replied. "The stars are going out. I want to help." The Lightkeeper nodded. "The magic that sustains the light is tied to the courage and hope of the world. Over time, that hope has dimmed. But you, Mira, have brought something rare, selflessness and determination." He gestured to a great crystal at the tower's center, its glow faint and flickering. "This crystal is the heart of the light. It can only be restored by one who is willing to give all they have." Mira hesitated. "What will happen to me if I give it my all?" "You may lose your place in the world," the Lightkeeper said. "But you will save it." Without another thought, Mira placed her hands on the crystal. She felt a surge of warmth and light course through her body, and the crystal began to glow brighter and brighter. The stars outside reignited, and the darkness retreated. When it was done, the Lightkeeper smiled. "You've restored the balance, Mira. The world owes you its gratitude." Mira awoke at dawn on the hilltop overlooking Starhaven. The stars shone brighter than ever, and the villagers celebrated the return of the light. Though she had no memory of how she returned, Mira felt a new warmth in her heart, a quiet magic that connected her to the stars themselves. She never sought recognition, but the villagers began to call her the Starborn. And as the years passed, Mira continued to explore the world, her spirit shining as brightly as the stars she had saved.